Hey guys, so this video has been like on my brain wanting to do it, and basically it was why I was away from YouTube for a while. I'm now on Snapchat, so like I see a lot of big YouTubers like getting harassed because they're saying they're anxious and stuff like that, and you know that they have anxiety disorders or panic disorders, and I think it's really cruel of some people to attack them, to say that they're craving attention. If that would be the only way to crave attention, then that's sad. I don't believe that for a fact. I believe that these YouTubers do have these disorders, or you know, I remember Young, Wild, and Polished said that everybody feels anxious, and it's the truth. I had put a video up a while ago about my panic and disorder story, and I recently, in February, had another breakdown. And this breakdown took me by a complete surprise. That's why I was not on YouTube for a while. Like, my life is super complicated as it is. So, I try to keep calm and keep focused, like, as much as I can. So, in this February that just passed, yeah, I had another breakdown. It was a mini breakdown. It wasn't as bad as my one in 2011. But, I just feel like it's becoming more common. And I don't mean common as in faked. I mean more common as in, you know, people are not being, their voices are not being heard when they're saying that they're having panic disorder or having panic attacks and having anxiety attacks. Like, take these things seriously. I feel like my purpose in this world is to give knowledge about panic and anxiety and depression. Like, I did not beat this. You know what I'm saying? I live through this every day. And I'm gonna be honest, I do take medication for it because I need to function. And for people who frown upon people who take medication because this is a disorder. Like, this isn't like voluntarily like, oh my God, today, you know what? I'm gonna plan a panic attack. No, it doesn't happen that way. Panic attacks come on out of the blue. You don't have any, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have any warning signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be putting on my makeup and boom, I have a panic attack. These are things that are not scheduled, you know? Like, and I feel like people need to start taking these things seriously. When your kid tells you, I don't have any children, but when your kid tells you they feel anxious, you know, I'm not saying rush them to the doctor, put them on medication. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying take the time and listen to them, because while I was having this breakdown, first of all, this breakdown took me by complete surprise because I thought I was on a steady dose of medication that was going to help me for the rest of my life. And apparently it doesn't work that way with antidepressants. So sometimes they just run their course and they just stop working for you. And that's what happened to me. So this time it took me, because I was so bad in 2011, I believe it was 2011. And yeah, I think it was 2011, like the beginning of 2012. But I was so bad then that I kind of knew what to expect this time. So it wasn't really much of panic attacks. It was more like just a constant anxious feeling, to the point where I was completely on edge. And I went to my doctor and she was like, we're just going to increase your medicine. Now, when I heard she was going to increase the medicine, I got really nervous because usually, you know, with increasing any medications, there's side effects. So, and with this video, I'm going to be completely truthful and honest with you guys. Like, if you want to unsubscribe to me at this point, after I make this video, then that's fine. But I'm going to speak the truth to you. So she upped my milligrams from 20 to 30. And as soon as I started taking the 30, I was having like crazy thoughts in my head that I never had before. Like, I am a Catholic, so I mean, I believe in God wholeheartedly, and if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have gotten out of these two breakdowns. So for me to sit back and have these thoughts in my head, to be like, oh my God, like, I can't take this anymore, like, I don't want to be here anymore. Those thoughts were violently scary in my head, and they were from the time I went to sleep to the time I woke up. So my doctor had told me to wait a week for the medicine to kick in. I was like, I'm not taking the increase anymore. It was like 2 days or 3 days into me taking the medication, the up dose or whatever, and I said, I'm not taking it anymore. I called my doctor, wasn't taking it. So she was like, all right, let's try something completely different. Because they say that if something works in your family, like my mom takes medication, and you know, my niece is also, she's doing better, my niece. She's actually doing really good, but at one point we thought she was gonna have to be put on medication too, but she's not. So my mom had taken a certain medication and it helped her. So my doctor was like, let's try that. So I had to wean myself off the other medication and then put myself on the new medication. So, I mean, it wasn't a hard transition, but it was just hard because it's like, you think in your head you're waiting for this magical pill to help you when it's not magic. Like, you have to be patient. And it's so easy to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be patient. No, it doesn't work that way, because when your body doesn't know how to settle down and calm down, it's a lot to take in. So I started weaning myself off the medication, and then I cut myself by accident. I think that was my dog. But anyway, so I weaned myself off the medication, got on the new medication. Now, as soon as I took the first pill of the medication, I was like, this is not a joke, and this is not gonna apply for everybody. As soon as I took, I think it was because I was off of the other medication that got me excited just to move on to the new medication, because I had to wait the 2 weeks period to get off the other medication. So the first time I took the pill, I felt like a sense of relief, meaning that, you know, maybe I'm going to feel sorry, that's my phone. I'm going to see the light at the end of this tunnel. And it's just, I'm on a different medication now. So yes, I do feel better, but you're gonna have these normal feelings during the day of anxiousness or excited or sad or mad. These pills are not going to take your emotions away from you. And if they do, that's not the right medication for you. But I strongly suggest people stop judging on people having these disorders. Like, I don't have this disorder voluntarily. I didn't sign up for it one day and be like, yeah, I wanna have that disorder. No. I want people to start taking it more seriously, because as I was having this breakdown, I'm like a WebMD fanatic, and I know that's bad for people who have panic and depression and anxiety disorders, but I was researching a bunch of stuff, and it's serious. Like, the suicide rate in children, because they're so ashamed to say how they feel, or they don't know how they feel, and to express how they feel, they just take their own lives, and it's just not right. And I feel like if people are more educated, or parents are more open with their children to be more vocal to them, a lot of these children wouldn't feel the need to take their lives. And I feel like I want to be, there's never going to be a cure for this. Never. Like, there's going to be things you can do to prevent it, but there's not a cure for it. And it's unfortunate, but it doesn't define who we are as people. And I feel like we need to be the voice for these children. Like, I'm an adult, and I know how to express my feelings. And, you know, when someone says, oh, Kim, it's all in your head. No, bitch, it's not all in my head. This is a disorder. I have a disorder. But it doesn't, I go out and I work, I function, I'm a freelance makeup artist. You know, I have friends, I have family. It shouldn't define who we are. But when you're in that position of that dark hole you feel you can't get out of, you just have to push yourself and push yourself to be like, you know what, this is not gonna last forever. When you feel like you can't get out of bed that day, do something. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. One day I was just not feeling getting out of bed, period. And all I wanted to do was sleep, because when I was sleeping is the only time I had peace. So I woke up, my boyfriend was like, Kim, get the fuck out of the bed, get up. Like, he is just tough love all the way. He was just like, Kim, get up, do something. So I got up, I went to the store, and it was a struggle for me to go to the store. Like, I was just like in panic mode. But I got up, I went to the store. Like, even taking a little walk, as hard as it was, helps me just a little bit. Then I got home, I was like, all right, I'm up already. I'm not gonna lay back down, because laying back down is just gonna cause me to just wake up anxious again. So I was up, I just started washing my makeup brushes. And it sounds silly, because it felt like it felt like people wanted to, like, this is how hard it was to me. Like, it felt like people were asking me to build a house. with no instructions. Like, I know it's a silly scenario, but like that's the way that I felt. But it's hard. Like, I know it's hard. And I believe also Kathleen Lights was having people bullying her on her channel. And it's just stupid. No one asks for this. You know, like, if you're human and you have a heart and, you know, don't criticize, because you don't know what people are going through and you don't know how far these people are going to go to take this pain away from them. And I never want to be put in that position where I feel the need that I want to take my life again. And, you know, like I said, if you want to unsubscribe because I'm being truthful, then that's on you. I'm real, and that's how I feel. But I think that we need to be the voice for children and teenagers and young adults, just so they know that they have an outlet to go to, because losing your life over panic disorder is not the way to go. And I just wanted to make this video, one, to say why I was away for a while, and two, just to be a voice. Like, I have Instagram, I have KIK, I have Snapchat, and I think I have WhatsApp. Like, I'm gonna link all my links below. And if you, I don't care if you blow up my phone, my social media, I don't care. If you have a disorder, panic, depression, anxiety, whatever you have, I will speak to you. Because I don't care who you are, where you come from. I sound like the Backstreet Boys song. But anyway, it's on a serious note. I will talk to you. Because I feel like if people have people to talk to, then they wouldn't feel so ashamed of having these feelings. So, and if you're a bully out there that bullies people and say that they're faking it, you're full of shit. Because you want to know why? People are real enough to come on the internet, on YouTube and Snapchat and whatever other social media they have, and tell you how they feel. Some of you people go and bully these people back behind the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one can see what you look like. No one can see how you are. No, you probably are not even a bad person. You're probably just mad because maybe you feel that way. And lashing out is not the way to go. Try to communicate with people. Communicating and communication itself is the best form of getting your emotions out, by not building up anger. And if you're a troll who just trolls the internet to pick on people, then you're the one with the problem. There should be no reason why you have to pick on people to make your day feel better. It's a sad thing. So I'm going to end this video now. So I just wanted to come on and just explain to you what was going on in my life and how other people should cope with it also. If you have any other questions, I'm going to leave all my information in the bottom bar. Like I said, follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram, follow me on KIK, follow me on, I think that's all I have. And Twitter. Hit me up whenever you want. Like, I will talk to anybody. I'm serious. I will talk to anybody, because I don't want anybody to feel alone, because you're not alone. You are not alone. There are quadrillions of people out there suffering from this illness, and you're not alone. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon in my June favorites.